What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am back with another Out of the Theater review. Now, I expected my next one to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. However, I went to another one of these Regal Mystery Monday night screenings, and I had a feeling of what it might be, and I actually ended up guessing it correct for once. And the movie turned out to be Robert Rodriguez's new film, Hypnotic, which stars Ben Affleck, Alice Braga, you got some William Finkner in here, we got Jackie Earl Haley popping up, and of course, the Robert Rodriguez staple, Jeff Fahey, has a small role. I love seeing him. He's in so many of his movies. I love every time he pops up. First of all, theater was full. This was a fun experience. The theater was very full. Like, I would say 85% full. Nobody knew what was coming. I did, but nobody else knew. The movie, well, right before the movie starts, there's this like black screen and Robert Rodriguez starts talking. And as he's talking, they're flashing like stuff he's saying, like, this is Robert Rodriguez. Welcome to an early screening starring Ben Affleck and so. And we don't want you to do any spoilers. So don't spoil the movie because it has twists and turns. So everybody automatically is like, well, ooh, twists and turns, you could hear the buzz like, oh, they're excited. I don't know how to review this movie. I think it is both one of my favorite movies that I've seen this year and also probably one of the worst movies that I've seen this year. This goes firmly in the watchable crap category for me already. It's not even come out yet, and I already can't wait to buy it and like show a friend and be like, have you ever seen Hypnotic? This movie is, let's start with the positives. There's some positives. Let's not get, it's not all negative, but the cast is really good. As I mentioned, you have a really solid cast of actors. Ben Affleck, he's fine, but he's mostly like sleepwalking through most of the movie. He delivers all his lines like this, very serious, never really has any inflection. There was one part where the theater just started cracking up laughing. He's on the phone with another character. That character's like, bring me the girl or whatever. He just goes, no. And they started cracking up. I chuckled. It was funny. So he's not that great, but everyone else is really good. Alice Braga, I thought, was really good in the movie. William Finkner, he's always solid. So yeah, the acting was mostly good. Ben Affleck, not that great. Also, visually, there was a couple of moments that were okay. Robert Rodriguez is one of my favorite directors. I think he's cut from that cloth of John Carpenter. I always say this. He's the Mexican John Carpenter, in my opinion. He makes mostly genre movies. He is, and this is no different. He directed it, wrote it, had the story credit, screenplay credit, director credit, edits his own movies. I'm pretty sure he did director photography or both. It was him and someone else. I don't know. He does everything, and I love that about him. So this is very much a Robert Rodriguez movie in that regard, but it also feels nothing like a Robert Rodriguez movie. It's really weird. This seems like his most kind of studio, and it's not even a big studio. I don't even know who made it, but it doesn't feel like a big studio movie, but it feels like a studio movie. It doesn't feel like his normal kind of thing that he does. Alita didn't super feel like a Robert Rodriguez movie, but this feels nothing like everything he did before, like the ones I love the most. I will say something else too that I did enjoy. If you are a Robert Rodriguez fan, there are tons of nods to his other movie. Number one, these are not spoilers, but like Easter eggs. The joke from Desperado about the guy who pees at the, he pisses at the bar and he pisses on the bartender, the whole Quentin Tarantino joke. That joke is in this movie in a funny little way. You also have the taco truck from Machete that Michelle Rodriguez has. I saw it in the background. Also, the Bone Shack, which is the barbecue restaurant from Planet Terror, his half of Grindhouse. It appears in the movie. So, he has all those little winks and nods to his old films. That being said, this movie is also horrible. It reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Next with Nicolas Cage or Push with Chris Evans. One of those movies that came out in the 2000s and it's about people with powers and it has good actors in it and you don't know why they're in it, but it's just a really cheap, cheesy B movie, maybe even a C movie. This feels like that. The dialogue is laughable at times. The plot it's very cliched. It seems like Inception, but reverse Inception mixed with those other movies I just said, Push and Next, just a weird sci-fi people with powers movie, and it's horrible and it's really bad. And also I had a good time. So I don't care. It's not good. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you gotta see it because it's great, but you almost gotta see it because it's like almost so bad that it's great. It's awesomely bad. It's watchable. Crap. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because for me, I found it entertaining for some okay reasons and mostly for the wrong reasons. I do think there is some okay things and also some bad things, but it's like almost so polar opposite that it falls right in the middle for me. I'm gonna give it a 5. I could see people giving this like a 2 or putting it on their worst movie of the year list. I could totally see it, and it's not gonna make any money because it opens a week after Guardians. But anyway, that is Hypnotic. That's what you have to look forward to May 12th. Of course, if you end up seeing this movie or if you're excited to see it, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're looking forward to this movie, and leave me a like if you enjoy the review. And of course, please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy movie reviews out of the theater. Of course, my next one will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Until then, take it easy.